got my book, put them in the sleeves, and then I can just But yeah, you just take paper sleeves, like the protector sheets that I use. And then I can like really quickly do all my notes. And if it's something that's staying, I'll just pull my sheet out and update my sheet. I got a new weapon. Is that what you're doing, Cody? Nice. Well, as you start really leveling up, there's a lot of crap that you don't think about it. You could miss out on extra bonus.
All right, let's start the stream here. Make sure the mic's working. Yep. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's the zombie. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy birthday!
Thank you. We are jumping into a special one shot today. We are joined by our usual crew here, and we have a new guest in today, Cody. He will be joining us. His character will be coming in rather quick, but not right away. A reminder about one shots. These are one shots are not part of the main campaign. So if you're wondering why are they here and no longer in Icewind Dale, it is because this is kind of like a alternate universe moment. So reminder that all streams throughout the rest from now till the rest of the year are streams for Extra Life. The link does pop up in the chat. Go ahead and click that and donate for a great cause. Help out the kids. That being said, let's go ahead and jump on in and pull this up. Full screen view. Never get full screen at work. There it is. All right. Well, welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Excuse me. All righty. So.
Hello, Panda.
Oh, hello, Panda. Welcome in.
Yay, it's a panda.
Thank you, Panda. So right now is a very dark, cold, rainy night. Your group has found its way into the woods as you are traveling from a small outpost to the main city of shit. I forgot my papers. Give me a second. I'm tired.
It's my favorite city.
It's that old age getting into him, you know. He's
Yeah,
a year
yeah.
older now. He's just falling apart.
Hey, Az, when you are 900 years old like I am, I want to see where your memory is.
All right, Yoda, calm down.
All right.
Lord Sanderson.
Hello, hello.
Doom Eternal. I must have missed that one.
Hey, get off. All right. So you guys are headed to the town of Scornville, which is on the Sword Coast. You guys are traveling from an outpost. Basically, you guys have finished your most recent quest and are heading to report in with the local commanders. I want you all to really quick roll a d20 and tell me which one of you gets the highest. Cody, you don't have to.
Okay. Cool.
18.
18.
20.
You get
14.
20. All right,
Oh,
so
she
There,
threw
you
their
just
20 on the
wasted your
first roll of the
D20.
game.
I'm so
so
scared.
you guys have been following Ophelia for the last 2 days. It is becoming quite clear that you are lost, and you're now in the woods. It is very dark. It's very cold. Rain is sleeting down upon you. You can barely make out the moon between the trees and the cloudiness. You haven't been able to make camp at all, and you're done. You're tired. Um, you come to a crossroad with a sign pointing to different directions, different towns nearby. None of them are the town you were looking for. Everyone, again, except for Cody, roll a perception check.
11 for Tercel.
Mm,
What'd you say?
8.
Okay. Doggo 2, please.
15.
Ooh, he rolled nicely. 20.
Okay. So as you all get to this crossroad clearing, you all stop for a minute and you all kind of look around. So you each look north, east, west, south. And then when you turn back to the north, all of a sudden there's an inn sitting there. A single one-story building. It looks kind of worn down. It has a slanted roof over the porch. There's a sign blowing in the wind, clacking back and forth. There's light coming from it, and you can see smoke rising from the chimney. You feel that, this would be possibly the good place to spend the night. What would you guys like to do?
I'd like to push Ophelia out of the way, be like, thank God we can get off this road and head straight to the inn.
Well, sorry. The stars are lying to me.
Considering you haven't seen the stars in 2 days due to the cloud cover and the
See?
rain, you really
They're
don't know
like,
what you're talking about. At this point, the group kind of thinks you're just talking out your butt.
I'm obviously suspicious, as I didn't see this there, and then I see it there. But that's my suspicions.
All right.
mm-hmm.
All right. So
But I am wet and I am cold, and I want to be dry and warm.
all right. So you guys enter the inn. You open the very worn door, and it opens with a very audible creak. And as you walk in, the warmth hits you instantly. It feels great.
Nice.
As you walk in, there is a bar right in front of you, and this is where we're going to bring up the map.
Ooh.
So you have all wandered in. Put it by the door, please. Oh, wait a minute. She is not with you guys today. So she does not have to be here.
So this is
She's kind of a party pooper anyway.
She saves your guys' asses more.
this is
I
Ophelia.
mean,
That's Ophelia. There's
Hi,
Tercel.
me.
Serafina. Meekin is our doggo. He's short.
Yeah, let's hear.
He's got like a barrel.
Yeah, I was going to say. I got a crate here we can put underneath that. All right, so as you walk in, you see this bar in front of you, and sitting on a stool, kind of hunched over, half awake, is a very old female goblin. Her grayish silver hair is just draping down over her green skin. Her glasses are about to fall off her nose. As you open the door into the squeak, she kind of sits up and she's like, "Oh, you finally arrived. We've been waiting all night for you."
Hmm. For
Been
us?
waiting for us.
For us? Like,
Well,
specifically?
yes, for you. You are expected.
Hmm.
Tercel's gonna just full confidence walk right up to the bar, be like, I prefer redheads, but I'll take an ale.
And in typical Turtle fashion, he does that. The goblin just kind of nods at you. Which camera aren't you getting?
I just put him up.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I forget you do that rotating thing.
Yeah,
All right,
like,
so you walk up to the
not
bar,
there.
ask for an ale, and she just kind of looks at you and she goes, "In a moment, young man. In a moment. Right now. Why don't you all, please come in? The table is waiting for you. Go on. Go sit down. Dinner shall be prepared in a minute."
I'm super suspicious.
So,
This will finally click with Tercel that something's not right, and he's gonna be like,
At this point,
"This is a
finally.
bar,
Oh,
isn't
now
it?"
you
Like,
get the heebie-jeebies.
all right, so your eyes all follow her hand, and you see off to the left that yes, there is another room that is like a dining room where there's a large table set up. There's a fireplace burning in one corner, which would be this corner over here.
That's to the
And
right.
Cozy. I
and
like it.
in front of the fireplace, you see a very, very large silver cat. I'm talking. This thing is it almost looks like a Norwegian forest cat. It's just huge. And it's just sprawled out in front of the fire, belly towards the fire, living its best life. And as you guys walk into the table, you notice that there's one person already seated at the table. And by seated, I mean passed out, face down on the table. You see a rather stout and short dwarf. Um, he's just laying there snoring loudly. You watch as every time he exhales, some of his like lightish strawberry red hair kind of poofs up. His beard's just draped out in front of him, beads and everything.
Well, there you go, Tercel.
Mm.
You're redheaded.
His hands are black with like soot and stuff, but he's just passed out. There is an empty tanker of ale sitting there next to him. As you each approach the table, you notice that there is a placard in front of each chair. One says Tercel, one says
Oh
Ophelia,
no.
one says Sarah, and one even says Doggo.
Oh.
So, you want to move everybody in?
I don't know where the placards are.
We'll just move these three chairs out. That chair out. Doggo goes right there. Put you two on the side. We'll put Doggo where you want.
as Tercel makes his way to his seat, he's gonna kind of peer into the snoring dwarf's cup, and be like, "Is there anything?" Does he drink at
It
all?
is completely empty.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's been
Nice.
there for a good hour. It's like even like the little foam residue is really dry at this point.
Nice.
As you guys walk up to the table, you hear the goblin kind of not scream but yell loudly out. She's like, "Alice, get up. We have guests. We need you to get ready for serving." And you see the kitty cat skid up and stretch and kind of slink off at this point. Do, 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 do. Roll a
Aw.
perception check.
What is it? 10.
18.
13 for me,
11.
and Nikan rolled a natural 1.
Okay.
It's a 2.
All right. Well, luckily, besides Doggo, you all succeeded in watching this as this cat walks by and it crosses behind the bar. Next thing you see is a very tall, kind of old drow. Her hair is long and silverish gray, the same color as the cat.
Ooh.
And she goes to the bar and she starts pulling down a few mugs and a big tankard of ale, puts it on there. And all of a sudden, you guys hear a loud crash coming from that area. You all look that way. And when you guys look back at the table, you are joined by another individual. Where did where is this one? Sitting at the head of the table is a very old man. His long white beard goes all the way down past his knees. His long hair is down. He's wearing earth bluish like robes that are just faded with time, but his eyes are very bright green. And he looks out at you and goes, "Ah, I wonder what we're getting for dinner tonight." At this point, the dwarf raises its head and looks around, kind of weary-eyed. Kind of sits up. What would you guys like to do?
I am going to be
It-
listening.
I don't know. Who are these people? They're just having just a little nap, and I heard somebody mention a redhead.
I haven't seen a redhead yet, my friend. Also, I'm not real sure we should count on dinner. The quality of service at this inn is slightly lackluster. So
Who is this
Yep.
old man? You guys know this guy?
he's not with
I do
you.
know.
Not with me.
No.
So as you inquire that, you all kind of look back at him. He pulls out a long wooden pipe, and you see a little flame shoot from his finger, and he goes, puts the pipe down. You don't need to worry who I am. We're all friends here, and you are my guests. Well, guests of the inn, as am I. I take it you will all need rooms tonight?
We haven't decided if we're staying yet. We just wanted to get off the road.
Understood, understood. I
And,
have a
and,
I have a feeling though you may want to stay the night.
and why is
The
that?
storm does not seem to be passing. At this point, the
We're not going to be allowed to.
oh no. At this point, the drow lady brings the tanker of ale. She plops down a cup in front of you all. She also pulls out a metal bowl and plops it on the floor. And not happily, kind of pours some water into it for Doggo. And
Aw.
He prefers ale.
I went, huh?
I tell her he prefers ale.
She just kind of looks at you. I want you to have Doggo roll an insight check.
He's not too good, so well with those. 5.
5. All right, so Doggo sniffs the water, and it's good water. He's happy about it, but he's very weary about the woman handing him the water. You can kind of see he's sniffing at her, like
Well,
something's interesting about her smell.
Hmm.
Did we see her transition from the
You
cat
didn't
to the
actually
drow?
see her
Or...
transition. You just saw that the cat went around one side of the bar, and then all of a sudden there was a woman there. So you with your guys' roles, you kind of perceive that maybe that's what happened, but you're not 100%. So, and Doggo
And
didn't notice it at all. So Doggo was kind
right,
of just. You're lucky Doggo wasn't peeing on the table at this point. Okay,
yeah.
right,
No.
yeah.
He's potty trained.
that's been proven to be a lie.
We were
Yeah,
outside,
that
like
canonically
in a
that is
house.
No, but you were in a cave.
But that doesn't mean we were inside somebody's house.
Actually, it was. It was a hag's
House
cave.
trained.
It was a hag's
He's
cave, so it
house
was her
trained.
house. Yeah,
Oh,
he's house trained to
God.
pee in houses.
House trained.
In our defense, that lady tried to eat us.
She's a hag.
You should have peed in my house. Yeah.
All right, so the drow wanders off and heads back towards behind the bar. You see that there's another room, and coming from it, you guys smell this beautiful aroma of food cooking, roasted
Mm.
meats,
Food.
fresh cooked bread. And in a couple minutes, another small older goblin comes out and he's carrying a tray of breads and he starts laying it out. And he goes back in and she comes out, she brings out this meal of a fine cooked roast with potatoes, onions, carrots, a little thing of gravy, freshly churned butter, and it's full spread laid out in front of you.
Hmm.
She walks up to the old man and she puts a plate in front of him that's already cut, prepared just for him. And you notice that his roast is a little bit rarer than yours, but still looks very delicious. As he dives right in, not even waiting for you all.
I cast purify food in water
Okay.
just to make sure.
All right. You cast it and it has no effect as the food is good. It's not poison, it's not.
I don't trust
Yeah,
people.
Tercel watches the old man start digging, and he's like, "All right, sounds good," and gets to work.
Mhm.
If he can't get an ale out of this place, at least the food looks good.
So
Did she bring us ale?
yes, there's ale. You all have a
Oh, is there?
tankard of
Oh,
yeah,
you
you have
got ale. Fuck yeah.
yeah, she brought you drinks before the food came.
Oh,
She brought you
sorry, I
each a
didn't
Oh,
know
that's
that.
right.
tankard
She only gave doggo water.
and she gave Doggo water.
Gotcha.
Uh-huh.
Well, then Tercel's even less inhibited. He's going full
Good.
hand.
And
I'm
after
starving. I'm
Deacons
digging in.
finish the water, I pour a lot of my ale into his bowl.
Okay. I want you to roll a constitution check on Doggo then.
15 plus 3, so 18.
Okay. All right.
That's good.
All right, so as you all are eating your meal, looking around, um, care to introduce yourselves to the dwarf at all, or would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, Tercel hold up his goblet and like to new people. I'm Tercel. I just got off the road and I don't want to ever go back. So, cheers.
A mouthful of food and washing it down with another mouthful of ale. Varric grunts. Nice to meet you, Varric. I come here occasionally and take a little nap for a while.
Can you tell us anything about this inn?
Is that
What'd you say? They can't.
I asked. I'm sorry. So I asked him if he could tell us about the inn.
So as you go to answer that or ask that question, the old man goes, "I can tell you everything you need to know. What would you like to know?" You get a sense from this guy that he may speak in riddles or confusingness, as he may be a little able-minded.
I kind of wanted to know about the inn from somebody who doesn't seem like he owns it.
He's like, he goes, "Well, I don't own this inn. No one owns this inn. We've just been part of this inn for a long time. I mean, I haven't. I just come and go as I please.
Pardon?
But Alice and what is her name? The goblin up front. Nasty creature. She's been here 900 years now.
Jesus. That's a long time to be a
Speaking of which,
resident
how,
at
how
an
do
inn.
goblins and drows end up under the same rooftop? That seems kind of unorthodox.
And with that, he smiles. He goes, "But that is the beauty of this inn. It is unorthodox. It is a nexus, portal to everywhere and nowhere at the same time."
Oh, well, that's fun.
Has it been like this whole time? Is this the same bar I've been coming to?
And
Okay.
he chuckles and goes, "No."
Makes sense. I'm gonna need another ale. Sounds like it's gonna be a long night.
I throw up my flag in on that one. Like, yeah, that sounds like a wonderful approach. Let's do that.
Yes. One more, please.
And I say, I'm sorry, what was your name again?
And at this point, the drow lady brings over just a cask of ale and puts it on the table and walks away.
Smart woman. Very smart woman. I'm liking this place more and more every time we sit down.
5 stars.
Nice.
So yes, I do lean over to the dwarf and I ask him, what was his name?
Varric. Sorry,
Varric.
I had a mouthful of food.
That's how you spell it. It's right there for you. Side, real quick meta. She writes down notes a lot, so
No, not in this campaign. But I want to know a name.
That's fair.
And I just say, hello, Varric. My name is Serafina. And this giant is Meekin, my best friend. And
Did you meet
according to Tersal over there, he states the hardest working character.
He's the only one reliable in the party, really. The rest of us just kind of flake
Yeah.
in and out.
That's
If
right.
you look at me, I am childlike. I'm a halfling, and I'm a druid.
The Dimitri small child. Like,
I am not a child. I may look like a child.
Tersal
I
kind
am
of
not a
laughs
child.
into his mug, like,
Yeah.
Your
you,
ankles are
man.
so fucked later.
hey, I'm a little guy too. I get it.
just wait till she goes for a ride on the doggo. That'll really seal the deal.
Mm-hmm.
He's a great friend.
Mm-hmm.
So you've never answered. Who are you, old man?
he takes us up and goes, well, since you have all had pleasantries and said your names, my name is Elgorn. I want you
Elgorn.
all to roll an Arcana or History.
I got an 8.
Jesus.
Oh no.
I got 10.
Beat
I
me.
got 12.
All right, so you rolled. Where'd I put your sheet? Did you roll, Cody?
10.
10, and then with your history, you have a -1. So it'd actually be a 9.
Nice. Okay.
What'd you get?
6.
All right. So though the name sparks some familiarity between y'all, none of you can recognize who he is. But it doesn't bring chaos or fear or dread to you at all, so you just continue your meal. As you do, he sits back, kind of stretches, pulls his pipe back out, and again lights it with his finger. Puffs out this beautiful smoke ring across the table that, as you all watch, just kind of flutters away. And as it reaches the end of the table, it turns into a butterfly and flies away.
That's a fun trick.
Yeah, so you've obviously got a little talent with magic. You've got a single name and no family name. You must be pretty talented there, Elgorn.
I've learned a few things over the decades, centuries, millennia.
Hmm.
And one thing I have also learned is that nothing comes for free, especially here at the inn.
Hmm. Yeah, we never did
Yes.
talk about prices, did we? Shit.
No.
As you
It's
all
offering
have,
food.
as you all have noticed, the inn knew you were coming,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and the inn knew that because it has a task for you. In return
Ah,
for doing this task, the inn will provide you with a warm place to stay tonight. It has already provided you with food in your belly and drinks to quench your thirst.
Okay.
You have a rodent problem or something? Because the doggo is really good at catching stuff. You
He
know.
chuckles and goes, "Oh, if it was only something so trivial as some rodents in a basement."
Shit. Can hope.
He goes, holds out his hand, and you guys watch as a little green ball starts floating. He goes, "The world is built on balance. If there is ever," and he flips the ball to the other side, and it turns red. He goes, "If there's ever too much," flips it back to green, "of good or evil, that balance is broken." He throws the ball up in the air and it just disappears. And he goes, "The inn has tasked you with helping keep that balance.
Ooh.
There is a small druid settlement not far from here that is being persecuted by a religious cult. The inn would like you to go investigate this and see what you can do about stopping this."
Of course, I'm all for that.
Okay. It sounds
He's like,
fair.
If
An
In my experience,
investigation.
the gods balance good and evil. What do we have to do with this?
he laughs, he goes, "In my experience, the gods could care less."
Remember, Tercel actually
So-
likes that response. Offers his flag and drinks more ale.
At
Like,
this
okay.
point, a scroll
He's the
appears,
worst
and he
cleric ever,
flicks,
just
he
so you know.
flicks out the scroll, and it, upon looking at it, it is a tab for your rooms, your
Oh.
food,
No.
your food.
Here
both,
it comes.
Your both food for dinner and breakfast in the morning, and unlimited ale.
Oh shit.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm in already.
Right.
By agreeing on this service, the bill is 0. But you notice underneath it, if you do not agree to doing this task, the bill is 500 gold each.
Oh shit.
Does
I
that
don't
include
get that.
gratuity, or is that?
No, that is a
Gratuity's
straight.
They
straight-
always get you on the gratuity.
Though she's not a redhead, you might be able to try with the drow, or if you're into the goblin, that's you.
Enough
The
ale,
drow will be
things
a king.
happen.
I mean, he's got unlimited ale. The night is young.
Right, yeah. I don't like limitations.
All
I
right.
don't know about you guys, but I look at my pockets. I got nothing.
Yeah, I ain't got that kind. So,
No.
So a quill appears above this parchment laid out before you.
Ooh,
If you agree to these terms, sign.
I don't.
Reach over, grab
Ter-
it.
Tercel sobers
sign
up
it.
surprisingly quickly at the request to
Sign?
sign something. He's like, "Let me
Hold
look
up.
at that again before I start signing contracts. I've heard a story
I
or two
signed
about
it
this."
and pass it over to you.
Yeah. Is there any fine print on there?
No fine
Right, yeah.
print. It is very
Do I smell any
straightforward.
sulfur or
It
anything?
is
Like-
very
Mhm.
straightforward. By performing this task for the inn will reward you with a place to stay, food, and drink.
Hmm.
All right, he hears free drink again. He's like, "All right, fine, whatever." And he signs his name real quick.
Okay.
All right, Eric throws his name on it. Whatever. I'll take it.
Ophelia
We need-
signs.
Nikon's paw print.
Hold on a second.
What kind of ink we using? Hold up.
The little girl's room.
Okay.
It is regular. Sorry.
Okay.
Someone's going to be coming over to the house here in a little bit, so
Ooh, okay.
it is my daughter.
Yes.
Yay.
Yeah, she wanted to know if I wanted anything from Starbucks, so that's my birthday present. Is Starbucks.
Oh yeah.
Aw,
Yay.
that is awesome.
It is regular ink, so there's nothing to do. In fact, you can roll an insight
Okay.
check if you all want.
Yes.
Tercel's back to eating and drinking.
Oh,
He's
son
made
of a
his
cunt.
decision. Language?
Oh,
Good
sorry.
Lord.
So sorry.
Jeez. This is a
I
family
got a
show.
1.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Says the guy who had a foursome with
I
3
know.
redhead
I just
barmaids.
I heard
Yeah.
tale of this. Yeah.
Sorry, children.
good night.
All right. So as you all sign the contract, the scroll snaps up, disappears along with the quill, and he stands up and he kind of stretches. He's like, "Well, it has been a pleasant evening. I hope you
Going?
sleep
So
well."
soon?
And as he points over. You guys see that a wall that is over by the bar opens up, and there is a staircase leading up to a second floor, which is strange because when you looked outside, it was a single floor in. At the
This
bottom of
place
that
is
staircase, this old goblin who brought you guys in the bread, he's standing there and he's gesturing for you guys to come up. As you walk up the stairs, there's a single door and he opens it up, and there's a long hallway. On both sides of it are doors to various rooms. Each room is numbered, odd on one side, even on the other. And as you guys continue down the hallway, the number's growing higher and higher. 50, 60, 80. When you guys reach 100, he turns and opens that door. He turns over to room 101, opens the door. Room 102 opens the door. Room 103 opens the door. And lets you choose which room you would like to sleep in for the night.
I asked the man,
I'm gonna
Turtle's
peek
gonna look
inside.
behind us
through 100.
They all
and then look forward and be like, "Oh, this is quite the inn. I don't know what to think about all this.
this is huge.
This
So-
is
Can you
impossible."
hear anybody
But
else in
I wanna
any of the other
peek
rooms?
in her.
Yes, as you walked by some of the rooms, you heard deep snoring. In other rooms, you heard, Tercel particularly heard, sounds of enjoyment going on.
Nice.
One room, you hear a cat meowing. Another room, you hear what sounds like birds chirping at each other. Does anyone speak Orin, by the way?
nope.
No, I do not.
Nope. Okay, so none of you understood it, but it sounds like birds. As you look in
Okay.
these rooms, they are a single bedroom. There is a nice bed with a stool next to a table, a single candle on that table. There's a bedside table with another candle. As you poke your head in, poof, the candles light up. There's a single
Well,
window.
that's nifty.
There is a single window looking outside. And curtains are drawn at the moment. You can tell it is still night, and the storm is still beating down upon the window. The goblin wanders
Okay.
off, muttering in his little chirpy goblin language.
I asked why didn't we see any of these 100 plus people? at
He
home?
stops, looks at you. Do you speak goblin?
Abyssal?
No.
Sylvan?
Nope. Goblin.
I do.
No.
Peter does.
Oh,
Oh.
You speak
I-
goblin?
Oh yeah,
All
I
right.
do.
So he looks at you and goes, "I don't know. I just work here, but it is in goblin." And then he wanders off, slowly going down.
I look over at Ophelia.
I hope
and
they
I'm
pay
like,
him well.
"What
At this point, Tursel's just completely exhausted. It's just like, I got food and ale. I found a bed. I'm going. And goes into room 101,
All right.
throws the door shut behind him, and
Mhm.
flops down in bed.
I'll go into room 104. And Nika
Nope,
be
it'd be
with me.
103. It's 100, 1, 2, 3. There's 4 rooms.
Are the evens on the right, odds on the left?
I don't want to sleep with someone.
Yeah, sure.
Nika
Okay.
and I share a
I don't
room.
know.
What?
I don't want to share a room.
You're sharing a room with Nika.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. There's 4 rooms, there's 4 people, but it starts out with room 100,
100,
101, 102,
101,
103.
102.
All right, I will take room 103 then.
103. Okay.
Plop into
Ophelia.
room 100.
All right. Eric takes room 100. And Ophelia,
I'll
that
go.
leaves you with room 102. You really don't get a choice. Everyone else is like,
That's cool.
boom.
I'm fine. Be like, oh, okay.
And actually, it was
Night,
as
night,
you were,
everybody.
as you were
All
listening
right.
to the goblin respond to you, you turn back
Yeah.
and all the doors to these rooms close as everyone just
Right.
boom. And
Like,
you're just kind of
well,
stuck standing
What
in the
the-
hallway like, thanks,
All right.
guys.
fine. Thanks. Okay, bye. Good night. Jerk.
All right, so you all go into your rooms and you lay down. The warmth of the room, the warmth in your bellies from the food and drink, you fall
Yum.
asleep instantly. And that is where we're going to take a break as we change the map. So use the restroom if you have to. And we'll be back in a
Cool.
few minutes.
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
All right, so we're back. Just make sure everything's working here.
Ooh.
Right on. Ooh,
Well, that looks cool.
lovely grove.
Yeah.
So you all wake up in the inn. You make your way down
Good
the
sign.
stairs, and there is a delicious breakfast of meats, eggs, toast. There's ale,
Hell
but there's
yeah.
also a black liquid that you've never had before. Smells very earthy, but very good.
I haven't had it before.
No one has had this before.
Mm,
How do I know if I
I-
haven't had it?
I like this.
Oh, I know you have not had this.
I
Mm,
wanna
all right.
expect
Had
That
a
it.
lot
was
of black liquids.
delightful.
Turtle doesn't even look
I'm in my
once at
druid
the black.
nature.
You
I
saw
wanna- I
ale, and
wanna
he's just.
inspect it.
What'd you say?
I want to inspect it.
Okay.
So do I need to roll?
Yeah. Roll an insight.
Turtle's just looking to take the edge off. He's not trying to get drunk on this breakfast ale, but he's definitely gonna.
So you kind of sniff this, inspect it, and it smells faintly of milk and peppermint, you think? But you can't really place your finger on the other flavor.
I mean, I like all those things, so.
I'll take a sip.
You take a sip, and this warm sensation goes through you. You didn't notice that there was a hint of rum hiding in there, along with a flavoring of chocolate.
Ooh.
I doubt it.
All right.
I hope there's more.
There's a large pot of it there with a ladle in it that you can ladle into your cup.
That's a bad idea.
All right. I'm
So
already
as the
asking
girls
for
are
some.
drinking their
And then
black
I'm gonna put
drink
some
and
in my
warmth, and
pour it
Turtle's
in my
drinking
water.
his,
I'm
and
gonna
he's
pour
getting
it
the same
into
feeling.
my
Yeah.
water skin.
All right.
Yeah.
If you pour it into your water skin, it will not keep its temperature. You do realize that, right? Okay.
More
So
milk.
you know it's going to go from hot chocolate
I'm gonna
to.
store it here so it gets, some body heat.
Okay, we'll see how that works out for you
So
later.
it'll be warm.
No.
We'll remember that later. Okay. So after you all finish your meal, you stand up and you get ready to leave to go out to find this druid thing. You open the door. You guys are no longer at the crossroads you were at. You are now at a very sunny crossroad.
Oh.
You walk out to the
Huh.
crossroads, and to the west, you see what appears to be black smoke coming from the woods.
And the gentleman is nowhere to be seen this morning.
No,
So no instruction.
nope,
And the
Mm.
goblin served this morning. No drow.
no. The drow was there. She's well, like I said, the food was already pretty much laid out when you guys got there. So you guys may have slept a little bit late, but
Makes sense.
we'll say it was about 10 a.m. right now.
Okay.
All right.
So yeah, Turtle's gonna fully exit the bed and just do like a big stretch, like it's happy to see the sun. Not overly concerned with the fact that they don't appear to be where they were the night before, but
I
kind of like, all
assumed
right.
this was gonna happen.
I want you to roll a Constitution check for Doggo. Yep. All right. So as you all walk out, you're stretching, you're all kind of enjoying the sun hitting on you after several days of not have seen it. Doggo just
Yes.
darts off towards the smoke and towards the
No.
woods.
Oh boy.
No.
Follow.
Looks like we're on the job.
All right.
You
So
gotta follow Cal, right?
you guys follow after him. You catch up to him. He is relieving himself.
Good for
On
him.
fire?
No. In the woods. He has ran off into the woods to relieve himself.
Mhm.
But you guys, as you have went closer towards it, you now really do smell the smoke coming from this black smoke that's pouring up. You kind of smell the burningness. It's got a weird smell to it.
Oh no. Weird as in
Smell it.
like
Yeah, can I give it a good
fleshy.
whiff and make sure
Roll,
it smells like wood or something?
roll an investigation check.
12.
Tyler.
12.
Son of a bitch.
Thought I had.
What's your
3.
roll? All right, D, at this
One.
point, you accidentally step in Doggo's waist and slip on the ground and
Ah.
fall.
I
So,
got 15 for investigation.
all right. You've smelt this smell before. It is the smell of burning flesh.
No.
Yeah, Tercel takes a minute, kind of has a flashback to a pretty gory battle he was in one time. It's like, oh, guys, this is going to be quite the quest, I think. Are you all ready?
Oh.
I'm rested. And I feel warm all over.
All right, so you guys
Mhm.
start making your way through the woods towards the smoke. It's eerily quiet. No birds. Oh, hey, you want to unlock the door? I told her the door would be unlocked.
Oops.
Fooled you.
What an evil
Um,
trick.
I totally forgot about it. Hey, girl child. Thank you. Real quick break here.
Yeah.
How are
Yeah.
you? Going to a concert? Well, I'll come over to you because you probably don't want to be on camera.
A concert? Hell yeah.
Starbucks.
You doing well?
Yeah.
That's good.
Me and someone aren't talking anymore,
That's good.
Hi, daughters.
so.
Hi,
I gotta
daughter.
find him. Z says hello. Hello.
Yeah. Mic, so. Just so you know, the mics are hot.
Just get him all riled up now.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's easy too.
Yeah. Well, she's excited because it's Sunday, so Kaiser will be here soon.
I know.
Do, 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 do.
Stay over here. Sorry. I'm just a giant kitties. Want to be on
So what concert
map.
is there?
Chapel Row.
Have a safe trip.
Me and
Cody, what was the name of your character again? I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're good, Varric.
Varick? Okay.
There we go.
Which is
Varric.
just a RP while zombies
Well,
out.
doing
I'll
birthday wishes.
I'll kind of
Yeah.
point to Varric and be like, so dwarf, you have any combat experience?
Safe trip.
How are
Drive
you
safe. Bye.
how are
Enjoy your
you on a
concert.
battlefield?
You know, Varric stares off in the distance. Just a little glossy eyed.
Oh.
I've been in a fight or two. Yeah. I've yeah. Sometimes you
Ter-
gotta get a little drunk and brawl going, just to get the blood flowing.
Yeah. So Tercel's gonna kind of thumb over his shoulder towards the general direction of black smoke and be like, "There's something in the air, man. I think we're gonna need some of that skill in a little bit."
So as you guys make your way towards the black smoke, and again, it's just eerily quiet. No birds, no insects. Even the wind doesn't seem to be making a noise. You come across a clearing, and in the center of that clearing is a mound of burning bodies.
Oh no.
It's been burning for a few hours now, so you really only see like the skeletal remains. Roll an investigation check. You with advantage.
Who's you?
Sarah.
14 for Tercel. And he's also going to
14.
get down on a knee and say a quick prayer.
14.
What'd you say?
14.
14. All right.
I got 8.
15.
I got a 1.
Oh.
For investigation?
Shit.
Yep.
So you rolled a 2?
Yeah. Sorry. I rolled a 2.
No, I'm saying
A little
because
bit
like
better.
you have a -1 on your investigation. I'm like, wow. Because I thought if you had rolled a 1-1, that would have been really bad. But all right, well, everyone but the dwarf, you slowly approach the fire, and yeah, Tercel, you take a knee and say a silent prayer. You notice that even though most of the bodies are burned, there's some remnants of clothing still kind of seen, and you can kind of tell that these are druidic clothing. Very simple, simple garbs. Everyone roll a perception check.
Go to.
Huh?
Go to.
I'll go too.
6
5.
for me. Meekin got a nat 20.
All right.
Damn.
18 for Tercel.
Varric has an 8.
Okay, so Tercel and Doggo, as you're all surveying the scene, both of you get a feeling that something's watching you. And Doggo darts over to the woods, and you hear this little voice kind of let out a gasp,
No.
and you see hiding in like the deep grass area there is 2 little girls.
So I approach.
Oh.
with
One
Meekin.
is a halfling. She has very short, almost like a pixie cut brown hair. She has a cut on her face with some dried blood. Her clothes are very dirty. The other one is a half elf girl, and
Oh.
her hair is long and blonde, and it's braided a single braid down her back. She has a couple different cuts on her face, one on her arm. Clothes again are just as dirty and tarnished.
I've approached with Meekin.
Okay.
Like I've gone up with Meekin. So I see them.
They kind of draw back a little bit from you.
Even though I'm druid as well.
They're a little scared right now, so
Mhm.
I tell them that.
I approach with
Okay.
her
I say that.
and
what do you say?
I tell her
Oh.
it is okay.
Roll a persuasion check for both of them. So roll twice.
17. And 18.
Okay. So the half elf kind of she stands up and she looks you over and she can see that you are wearing druidic armor, and she can get that sense that you are also a druid, though not of her tribe. You are still a druid. Um, and she kneels down to the halfling and goes, "It's all right. It's all right. I think she's a friend." And they both kind of stand up and they walk very cautiously towards you.
I mean, Meekin approaching them probably scared the shit out of them.
Actually, both of them with their druid abilities, yeah, both of them are able to commune with animals, so they were able to talk to him easily and identify him not as a threat so much as you guys as a threat.
Well, Meekin can tell them that we're not, that, we're all good people.
All right. Have him roll a persuasion check. Again, twice, because he has to.
Tercel's going to be kind of like walking around the pyre
18.
looking for
9 and 18.
footsteps and
Okay,
stuff.
he called. They are able to commune with him, and yeah, they believe that you guys are good people, so they come out. And as you're walking around looking, what are you looking for?
Footprints and see who made the fire.
Roll
If it's like a
investigation check.
religious thing or any of that stuff. Oh, there's a nat 20.
All right, so yeah, as you walk around and you get to this tree, which by the way, you guys are over here looking at this. You're just still kind of there. You notice nailed to the tree is a piece of parchment.
Okay, go ahead and try to read it.
So you pull it off of there. Roll a perception check.
I guess we're going purple die today. 9 plus 3, 12.
This paper feels very leathery.
Like skin.
Well, you guys would know this because you're not over there. So, but yes, it feels very leathery, and the ink used on it seems to have dried in a rather unusual way. Upon it says official decree of Saint Eric. And that's all it says.
Do
Official.
you know anything about Saint Eric?
Yeah, can I do like
You
a
can roll a
history check
religion.
or something?
Roll a religion.
Religion? Can do that. Ooh, no, I can't. That is an 11.
An 11.
Then you walk over to where he's at.
And I'll be walking back to the party with the parchment in hand, kind of trying to make sense of it while he's gonna bring it to everybody to see.
Okay, I want to try to find some children. Hold on.
Can I read it? Dear.
Give me a second. I'm trying to find some children.
And Tersa will offer the parchment to whoever wants to look at it.
Where's that? I don't
You guys
know.
think
Pepper
this was a
children.
trap? Feels off.
What?
That something feels off. Everything's too quiet.
Yeah.
I agree.
I...
Okay, before I put these on, I'm using something. They are not the scary children that these figures are.
Thank you for the heads up, sir.
It's a little relieving because that means he's not planning on bringing those later. So
Yeah.
Whew.
Hey, I had to go into the other studio to get them, so you guys know there are no creepy children at the moment. At the moment.
What?
At the moment. Great. Okay.
Tersa reserves his judgment on these children until they prove that they're not creepy. He's
To prove they're not going to turn into zombies. I'm like,
right.
Start
So,
song.
so you brought the paper over. Who all's trying to read it? It is written in common. So anyone who
I was gonna try and read it.
Woo! Yeah, I can read it.
it says what I said.
There's nothing like
Official decree of
magical.
Saint Eric.
Nope. You would have to roll arcane for magic.
You don't elaborate or
I'm gonna
nothing.
roll
It's just
arcane for
official
magic.
decree.
Yep.
Well then.
14.
Can I run a? No.
Or you do detect that there is a faint hint of magic to this.
Okay.
So what did the old man say? The druids are being attacked by
A religious
having
cult,
a religious cult.
like
So is
maybe
Von
led by
Eric
a
the
saint.
head of this cult?
This looks very religious culty,
I'm trying to see if I've got like decipher.
if I had to guess. The mass burning of bodies. Yeah, I think something
So in
something
kind of a hush tone because Tercel knows he's not the most charismatic person, be like, we should probably ask the kids
So I'm gonna
if they know
dispel
anything
magic
about
on it.
You're gonna do
sure.
Cast dispel magic.
Okay. You cast a spell magic on it. Nothing happens.
Can anybody decipher the magic on this?
No.
Yeah. If anyone has a high arcana, you could try for an arcane roll.
Nah.
Nope.
Nope.
I think I was the one with
It's
the
not,
highest.
it's not the smartest group out there, is all I'm saying.
That's
Making
why I love
stuff
you
real
guys.
good.
So, and we're going to take Tercel up on what he said.
What was he saying? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Missed it.
let's maybe try to talk to the two young ladies,
Yes, talk to the girls.
girls, see what
What'd you like to say to
happens.
him?
I asked them how far to look to their village.
So the half elf girl, she kind of points off up a little north to you and says, about 2 hours that way.
I have a feeling that
Mm.
she's not accurate with her time.
Roll a perception check.
18 plus 3, 21.
She is about 6, maybe 7 years old, so she may understand where the place is, but she may not understand how far away it is.
Mm.
Her concept of time may be off because she is rather young and she is also very still. You guys have comforting. You're still dealing with someone who's kind of has some traumatic situation going on.
Yeah, I assume
Yeah.
it's her family and friends that are in that pyre.
You could ask her.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'd like to ask her what happened. Who
Mhm.
did this?
She kind of looks up at the door, and even though you're only 4 foot tall, she's only about 2.5, 3 feet tall. The little halfling, and she kind of,
no, she'd be shorter than that.
oh yeah, she would actually, she would only be about a foot tall at this point, because yeah,
Aw.
so she's about a
Ooh.
foot tall, little halfling. She's looking up at you. You're a giant to her, so she kind of crouches behind the half elf, who looks at you and says, "The men in the robes came. They had us all line up. And if we didn't agree to follow their leader, they brought us here and did that." She points to the
Mhm.
fire.
Did anyone agree?
No,
Mm.
Do you know if anyone else has survived?
she shrugs her shoulders. She doesn't know.
Mm.
Did many
How did you guys get away?
try to run away?
She looks to you, Ophelia, and says, "We're small." What'd you say?
I asked if there were many that ran.
She shrugs her shoulders. She's like, "I think so."
Hmm. So there might be more people in the woods.
Well,
Hmm.
I say we head in the direction of their camp.
Do they have anywhere safe to stay? He'll kind of stay behind you guys because he still doesn't want to be engaged with the kids. But
Well, that's
You
why
mean you don't
I'm
want to
thinking we'll go back
babysit?
to their camp and see if anybody showed back up.
I
Should at least
agree.
try to get them somewhere safe first.
yeah, we're
So
Yep.
you guys
definitely
all
not taking these kids with
kind of
us.
make your way in the direction she pointed.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, those children are going to be probably safest with us.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, man.
Well, I don't want to leave them with their burning relatives.
I
That's
don't
even
think
more
I'm safe with us
traumatic.
half the
Babysitting.
time. Like,
Ourselves babysit. He's like, no.
Actually, I want Deacon to roll. What would this be? Uh, just charisma.
Yeah.
12.
12. Doggo, as you guys are walking, goes over and kind of nudges the two kids, and you hear them conversing, and you see them climb up on Doggo, and they're riding Doggo, and it kind of
Yeah.
brings some happiness as soon as they're riding this big giant dire wolf.
Yes. The dire wolf, he is like 900 pounds,
So,
9 feet long. He's huge.
what's your guys' marching order?
Tersel's pretty upset about this, so he'll definitely be, if not first, then second.
All right.
I'll be with Negan and the girls.
Okay.
They're gonna have
Tersel
to
doesn't like it when
somewhat
he has to
towards the
be a
front
cleric, and he feels
to
like he's
give
going to have to be
direction.
a cleric this time, and he's a little upset about it.
Ophelia.
Varric's gonna stay.
I'll be in the back
All right.
What'd you say, Varric?
just to kind of watch.
I think I'll be near the back too, just to keep an eye on things.
Okay. We'll kind of put you guys like that. All right. So as you're all starting to walk towards the area where she pointed as where their encampment is, the smoke is behind you, and as you're walking, the air gets fresher, and you guys start to hear birds and insects chirping again.
Mm. Well, that's
Alright.
comforting.
Roll a perception check.
13 for me.
That's an
9
8 for
Negan.
Tersel.
I got 16.
What did you two get?
Huh?
I get an 8.
Got
16.
Mucho.
Varric?
What'd you get, Varric?
I got a 10.
10? All right. All right. So as you're all walking, you're kind of looking around the woods. You guys really don't see anything that sticks out. Tercel, you're so kind of focused on, the dread of having to be a cleric today, so that you don't recognize the snare trap until you are hanging upside down.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Sounds like something Tersel would do.
Can I look at the trap and see if it's
What the
through it?
So you're walking. Next thing you know, you're pulled up about 15 feet in the air, and you're hanging by one ankle upside down right now, kind of swaying.
Tersel's going to kind of try to keep his scale mail to his body because he doesn't want it pulling over his head. Like, what the hell?
The rest of you?
Is there a?
I said I wanted to
Can we
investigate
see
the
it?
trap.
Mhm.
To see
Did he let out a girly
through it.
shriek?
How about this? Go ahead and roll, Tercel. Roll a 20, and anything over 10, you did not shriek.
Yes. Rolled an 8.
You rolled an 8,
8.
so you did
You
shriek.
did shriek.
I thought it was
anything
above.
anything
Oh,
over
no,
a 10.
Yeah,
I
if
shrieked
you
then.
went 10 or higher, it was a very manly up. But anything
Since I was close to 10, could it be like
Nope.
I barely contained the squeal? Like,
No,
help!
no, it was a
Okay,
very much
okay.
kind of thing as you went up in the air.
I'm
So
gonna
I wanna
assume that
investigate
Ophelia's
this
probably
trap.
actually laughing, and Tersel's gonna be frustrated and embarrassed simultaneously.
Uh-huh.
All right, so as you approach to check out the trap, you can see that there is a rope that goes from up over the tree and a counterweight over here.
Alright, so I got an 18. Is this a druidic trap?
It's a simple snare trap. Hunters, druids, children know how to set it. It's usually set for small game, though this one
Alright,
was
so I
set.
asked the ladies, was this your guys' trap?
They shake their head.
They don't know. Alright. Well, I tell Tercel to brace himself as I walk over and begin to cut.
All right. I want you to roll both a strength and a dexterity check. And then Tercel, you're gonna roll a dexterity check depending on what she has here. So
A strength and a what?
strength and dexterity.
So strength is 5. Dexterity is 7.
Okay. You need to roll a dexterity save then, Tercel.
We got an 18.
Okay.
Ooh.
The reason for this is because as you go to cut the rope, and it starts to fly off. You go to try to grab it. It slides through your hand and kind of actually
Ew.
pulls you up a little bit in the air. You kind of go with it for a second, but you let it go. He comes flopping down, but he kind of like, as he's flopping, kind of rolls and lands successfully. So as Tercel stands up, you guys have kind of probably all moved up closer to him by this point. I want you all to roll a perception check.
Tursel's gonna stand up, get the snare off of his ankle, and kind of brush off his armor. Like
15.
this isn't a good way to
Perception?
start an adventure.
What'd you roll?
Is it perception?
Yeah, perception.
On camera.
22
up.
for me.
15 for me.
Alright.
12.
I got an 8.
Okay.
My
And
magic number
5 for
today.
Meekin.
All right.
I'm the
So
only one that noticed anything.
Tercel's the only one who didn't notice this, but everyone else kind of noticed as the rope snapped. These two cloaked individuals and a very
No.
large walking skeleton come up from the path you had just crossed.
It's not a good sign.
Up
I
front of
tell-
you,
Wow.
I tell Meekin to run.
another two cloaked figures, along with two skeletal archers appear.
I tell Meekin to run with the girls and hide. Protect him.
Okay.
Tursel's
Roll
going to, or I guess he doesn't see
stealth check
anything
on
yet.
that.
He's spending a good solid time cleaning off his armor because he knows as a cleric he needs to kind of show up a little bit. So
13.
Okay, yeah. So he's able to kind of dart out of there and hide with the children. All right. At this point, what would you guys?
Oh, shit.
You are surrounded by what appears to be some humans in these dark black cloaks. And like I said, one group has a very large skeletal knight with them. The other one has skeletal archers with them.
I
Well,
scream
hello
out,
there.
what the fuck is
Same
wrong with
clothes?
you people?
Oh.
One of you at a time. What'd you say? Sarah.
I
I said, what the fuck is wrong with you people?
And what'd you say, Ophelia?
said, oh, well, hello there.
As you guys both kind of
One of
Alright.
us chose violence.
I'm angry.
as you guys kind of like turn in and take this in, another figure kind of walks out in between where you both are. This figure is very tall and imposing. He wears very dark, elaborate robes with gold and like violet inlays across it. He is carrying a staff. On that staff, you see a bunch of what looks like ivy and clover and skulls all melded together on the staff.
Oh no.
If any of you recognize the staff?
You can roll an insight on it.
give it an insight check.
17.
What'd you get?
17.
You can
I
get
got
a 10.
10 altogether.
I rolled a. Wait, 5.
All of you can tell that it's just a staff with some skulls and
Huh.
some clovers and ivy. It's nothing out of history, nothing out of any magical tomes you've ever seen.
I again repeat
Tursel's-
myself. What the fuck is wrong with you people?
As he walks
Tursel's
forward.
going. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Tercel.
I was just. I'll approach the obvious middle guy non-aggressively, like no weapon pulled, but just approach him and be like, "How's it going? Do you know anything about the Druid encampment? Have you been here for a while?"
So, as he kind of lifts his head up to look at you, and you see the cloak come back, you see this very pale white face with scars all over, like crisscrossed it. Roll a perception check, Tercel.
I don't know which dice I trust anymore.
Roll
Ooh,
a
that's a
Never
good
That's why I have
trust.
16.
Sorry, you said persuasion?
perception.
Perception. So
Perception.
that'd be a 22.
All right.
Yep.
You can tell that all these scars that are cut on his face are self-inflicted.
Oh no.
They look to have
That's
been cut
never
in with
good.
various like daggers or razors. Um, you also, as you're looking at him, you see that his eyes are just sunken in, and they are very dark around the eyes, and you can't actually even make out his pupils. And as he opens his mouth to speak, you notice that his teeth are this dark yellow, but they have like this reddish crimson tint around them, and his lips have like this dark purple tint to it.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Sounds like a bad guy.
As you approach him and ask him if he knows, what's going on, a voice fills the entire telling you to be silent.
Oh,
I'm very angry.
He's like, "Are you with the heretics, or are you here to submit to our God?"
what?
Um,
I'm with
we
no
are not
one,
here to submit to anything.
but I
We're
will
just
not
trying to get
submit
more
to
information.
you. That's what Sarah says.
And he looks at you all and goes, "If you are not with us, then you are heretics. Kill them.
Heretic?
Roll initiative."
Whoa! Whoa!
I feel
Doggo
like we were
doesn't
headed
go
that
'cause
way
he's with the
anyway.
girls.
What?
Yeah.
Doggo's with girl, so he won't. He
So
doesn't have
he
to roll
won't be in
initiative.
this.
No.
No,
Keep going.
we're doomed.
No, we're so
No
fucked.
paladin and no
He's
dog. We're
protecting the
fucked.
girl.
No.
He's got a
I
more
got a
important job
19.
to do.
You got 19.
Mm,
17.
Did you add your initiative bonus up there, Cody?
Oh, I did not.
I didn't.
And it's 20 then.
All right.
I didn't either.
All right. What's yours then with your initiative bonus, Steve?
23.
23. Okay.
Good lord.
4.
Right. Like the two people that
Oh,
are most
no!
upset about that are so upset they don't even get ready for combat.
I'm pissed.
All right. And Tercel, what was yours?
12.
All right. Let's see.
And I'm not happy that he called me a heretic either.
You're affronted. You're like, oh. Just see it, a posh
Kind
gasp.
of like that one. I forget what the scene was. Like dodgeball. Like nobody makes me feel my own feelings. Like Tercel really doesn't want to have to be a cleric, but they're
Nobody
throwing
makes
it
me
right
bleed
in his
my own
face.
blood.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, but see, that was best done when it was done by on The Simpsons a long, long time ago when the bully gets punched in the face and he's like, "No one makes me bleed my own blood."
Oh, Nelson.
Yes, Nelson, that was his name. Thank you. All right, well, Ophelia, you're up first.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. That's what you get for rolling a 23 slacker.
No! All right, where am I at? Where's my little body?
You're here.
Okay. I will. Fuck. Hang on, I'm reading my thing. Okay, I get 2 attacks per turn. All right.
Yeah, remember, read your card. Tercel took
I'm
a
reading my
long
card.
time making that card for you.
I'm reading my cards. I know I gotta roll first. Let's try
When
that.
is she attacking?
Make sure I can do anything.
The one in front of her.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack whoever's closest to me.
All right.
With my
I need
daggers.
to know where everybody's at.
Dagger. Excuse me. Let's see. I got an 11.
That misses.
And even though I get 2 attacks, do I roll
Well, no,
twice?
then you roll
Or
again for the next attack.
roll again for okay. 19.
That hits.
Okay. Dagger is a D6 plus 4. Or wait. Yes? Yes.
A dagger? I think a dagger is a 1d4.
Is it a 1d4?
Hold on. Do we have? Yeah, I have your sheet. Hold on, let me get your sheet.
Okay, cool. Thank you. I'll make an amendum if it doesn't incorrect.
D&D Beyond says it's a D6, but we'll see.
Okay. Because I know the slaying is a D4.
Yeah.
So I don't have you on your sheet written down having a dagger.
We picked it up from
Yeah.
one of the campaigns.
Your sheet hasn't been updated in a while.
Okay. Well, then I can just switch it to
No, it's
quarterstaff.
okay. It's okay. I'm
if you
looking.
would
I'm
rather.
just. I'm looking real quick in the book. Make
Okay.
sure.
Okay.
Yeah, generally they're 1d4s. We'll go ahead and say it's a 1d6. Whatever.
Okay.
Whatever you have written down, it
Sorry.
works. I'm gonna write it down on
Okay.
here. So it's what do you have written down? 1d6
It's a D6 plus 4.
plus 4. That way your sheet's updated.
Cool. And I rolled a 2, so 2 plus 4, 6.
So 6 damage. All right.
Mhm.
So you kind of cut him, and as you do, like the robe kind of flutters back, and you see he also has scars all over his face. And this one that you're attacking, he's actually he is a half orc, and he's rather large, but now he's got more scars, and he's just a flesh shredded blood, and he just kind of smiles at you when you do that.
Oh, man. Well, that's exciting.
All right, Varric, it's your turn.
All right.
Oh,
Where am I
you
at?
should have.
Yeah,
Peter didn't
are
finish
you
it.
done, D?
Oh yeah.
There's only one attack. You need at least one more.
Well, that was 2
Well, no,
attacks.
well, I
She missed
failed
her
the first one. I missed the
Oh, did
first
she?
one.
I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
missed that.
No, I missed the first one. Yeah.
Did you do your unarmed strike after the second attack?
No, I did not. Because, yeah, I do have a bonus action.
Yes.
Unarmed strike is a. That one also says D6 plus 4.
You gotta roll to
But
hit
I
it
need to
first.
roll the first
There
the
you go.
thing I said it. Yeah.
There you go.
Roll the thingy for the thingies.
Thanks. Roll the thingy for the thingy. It's 17. Is that
That hits.
muy bueno? Okay, cool. And then
We have 4.
damage, unarmed strike. I got a 6 plus the 4.
6
So
plus
10.
4, 10. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Cool.
you whap right into his jaw, and one of his teeth comes flying out. A little bit of blood trickling out, and he's just standing there, kind of smiling at you.
Damn it, that's creepy. I'm done.
All right. Now it's your turn, Varric.
Okay. Where was I at again?
You are right here. So you got that'd be 5 to get to him, 10 to get to him, 5 to get to him, and like 15 to get to him. Those are your
Okay, I'll go
closest
after
options.
the closest robed guy. Yeah, and I will attack him with a warhammer strike.
Okay. So you're at disadvantage because you are flanked by them.
Okay.
So you roll it twice and take the lowest one for the D20.
The D20.
Yep.
Is he flanked?
Yeah.
19.
This guy's actually right
Okay.
there.
17.
All right. So you take
17 is the lowest.
So 17 will hit. So now you roll your damage.
All right. So 1d8 plus 4, so I rolled a 5 plus 4, so it was a 9 damage.
Yep. All right. And he's right into its chest with your warhammer and pushes it back. Doesn't do much damage. And you hear this kind of dark chuckling from underneath it. And you can't make out this one's face to tell what it is. All right. Let's see here. It is the archer's turns. One is going to shoot at.
This one or this one?
Well, they got line of sight, so I'm going to go with. All right, so the one that is directly facing you is going to shoot you, Tercel. 12.
Nope.
Okay, and then the other one is going to shoot at you, D.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I still within range. And that's a nat 1, so it ends up shooting the tree.
Yeah.
All right, and then these two get to go. Okay, this one here in front of you, he is going to cast Inflict Wounds on you.
Is there a save to that?
Ooh.
That's what I'm looking at right now. Let's see here. No, there is no save on that. He has to make a spell attack, so it is a. Is a 9 hit?
No.
Okay, then no. See, that's why there's no save because he has to roll an attack. So yeah, he goes to cast it. It just completely has no effect on you. The other one is going to cast Shield of Faith on the cult leader. Yeah, that one there. He's gonna. Let's see here. So that just gives him a +2 to AC. So yeah, that's that. Okay, so he's got that. All right, next up is that cult leader. And he is going to. All right, he's going to launch a multi attack. He gets to make 3 attacks with a Radiant Blast. So 1 to you, 1 to Sarah, and 1 to Ophelia. Okay, so first
It's you.
Tercel.
Ow.
Let's see here. 19.
Yeah.
Okay, Sarah. 12.
No.
Okay, and then Ophelia. 10. All right, 14.
Are we going for armor class?
Yeah, sketch AC.
Yeah, I'm 17.
Okay, so it doesn't hit you.
Oh, thank God.
All right, so Tercel, you are gonna take 3d8. 7, 12, 17 points of radiant damage. Strike out and hit you right in the chest. You feel like this burning sensation as your armor just. And then let's see here.
Is it my turn yet?
Huh?
Is it my turn yet?
Yeah. No, actually, you're lowest on the list, number 4.
Aw.
It's actually Tercel's turn right now.
Rude.
So here's my plan. I'd like to use Turn Undead. I've got a 30-foot bubble. Is there any way I can get all 3 undead in one turn?
Well, these two, like, let's see, if you were to move anywhere up in this area, you'd get them for sure, but you would not get him. And if
Okay.
you come down here to get him in range, you would not get them.
I got the
All right.
skeletons.
Well, let me
Got the
for sure get the
skeletons.
2 archers then.
Okay.
And
Alright.
yeah, whatever it takes to get both of them in one turn.
And
So
here,
he's
try the book
gonna.
real quick.
I had no
I've got it
skeletons.
here if you need me to read anything.
Oh no, what level are you going to cast it at?
I Turn Undead's just a. I don't think it comes with levels. I don't believe.
Because maybe it's a different one I'm thinking of, but I think that depending on your level of casting, you can actually end up destroying the undead when you turn
Yeah.
undead.
Ooh.
Right.
So that's why
Once I hit level 5, which is where I'm at, Anything half CR or lower gets
Half
destroyed
CR,
immediately.
okay.
So 2.
So let me see. Here you go. No,
Or
half.
So
5.
Tercel's gonna pull out his mace and approach the archers, and his mace is
Nice.
gonna kind of light up magically, and
Let
he's
me
gonna say some
let's see if these skeletons
the
are.
religious thing. I wasn't prepared for religious rites today. Like
Nobody
I've
ever
got an
expects them
ale
to be.
waiting for me.
Skeletons are a CR of a quarter, so you will not oh no, wait, quarters less than half, so yeah, you will destroy them. So go ahead and cast it.
Cool. So basically, they make wisdom saving throws. If they fail, they dead.
I don't think skeletons have a wisdom saving throw. Let me double check.
Well, then they's dead.
As I was saying, they're skeletons, so they're not really that bad.
Right.
It's
A
not
lot
like
going on up there.
it's not like an an underhulk or anything like that. So not that we have an underhulk hanging around, but let's see.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they have a -1 to wisdom. What's your spell DC?
Ooh, there's a question. 14? That's weak. 14.
That one
Sorry, I've
fails.
been playing too much
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate 3, so I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
I wish I could get some items to
Enjoy.
improve that. That's horrible.
Shit.
Oh yeah. Trust me. I'm missing being able to shoot 2 Eldritch Blasts that knock 2 different people 10 feet off the cliffs.
Right.
They both failed.
It's like a
Oh yeah, they're both gone.
sweet.
Yeah, that's one of the coolest things of Baldur's Gate 3 is if you have the Warlock, you can set it to where you're shooting 2 Eldritch Blasts. They will knock them 10 feet back. You can just knock people off of cliffs. Just be like, poof.
Oh, it's so great.
And then especially if you include it with Hellish Rebuke, it's like you're just a tank Warlock. It's crazy.
So yeah, Tercel's gonna raise his mace in the sky, and like this beam of light's gonna shut down. It's gonna evaporate those 2 skeletons, and then for my bonus action, he's gonna turn around and point it at the remaining skeleton and cast a spiritual weapon in
Okay.
his vicinity.
We'll just say that this yellow dice right here is the spiritual weapon. What form are you taking?
It'll be exactly like the mace I've got in my hand.
Okay, so it'll be a mace. All right. All right. Is that the end of your turn?
So you can cast a spell, you can make a melee attack against the creature within 5 feet of the weapon.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
So it needs to have its own initiative, right?
I thought he usually goes as last.
I'm
right?
just gonna put it with his initiative. Kind of like
Yeah. Well, in Baldur's Gate, they give it initiative. I think in pen and paper, you just make sure to
Yeah.
move it appropriately.
I've always just because like
So I'm just wondering if it can move, if it can do something now, or if it has to wait
um
until his next turn.
The spell reads like when you cast a spell, you can make a melee
Yeah.
spell attack. So
it has its own attack. I think its movement though is based off of your movement, but we'll just say yeah, it can attack.
it says as a bonus action on your turn, you can move the weapon up to 20 feet and repeat the attack against the
Yeah.
creature
See,
within
so
5.
it'd be your bonus action to move it. That's what I was thinking. But yeah, so yeah, you can go
Okay.
ahead and attack. It's
All right.
it's a separate attack. I'm saying this.
Cocked. 8
attacks with
plus 6 is 14.
14. Let's see here.
I'm assuming I add my spell attack modifier.
No,
really
it
actually
would be you. Since it's a weapon like that, it would just be like a weapon attack. So it'd be your melee.
Oh, really? Well, then.
I'm pretty sure that's how. Like,
What's my?
yeah, we have that
That's
book.
gross.
Let me double check on this real quick.
Plus. Yeah, let me do the same thing.
This is
So
that
used to
part where
Baldur's Gate, it's so much easier.
that's where I was gonna say this is that part where I've been saying that Baldur's Gate is a beautiful game. I love it, but it does mess up some of the stuff that D&D has. All right, special weapons.
Melee spell attack, so yeah. So it would be melee. So it's only 12.
Yeah, so basically when you attack with it, you're gonna roll your D20 and add your melee modifier to it.
Okay.
So
it ends up being a 12.
which does not hit.
You can hold it.
Bummer.
And that's Tursel's turn.
All right.
Make sure I cast that spell.
The one in front of you, D, he is going to. He's going to cast Hold Person on you. I gotta see what.
Well, that's rude.
I guess you're going to have to make a savings. But I gotta see what. I think it's.
Yeah.
I think it's strength.
I think it's strength, but let me double check. Hold Person, Wisdom saving throw. So you have to do a Wisdom saving throw of. You got to beat a 15. So roll d20.
I got 15.
They met
So I'm
so,
like,
so yeah, you feel these like this weird magical bonds like try to wrap around you,
Mhm.
but then they just kind of and dissipate.
I'm like, ew.
This one is in front of you, Varric. He is going to. He is going to make 2 attacks with his dagger. Let's see. First one, natural 20, so that one hits. That's a crit. And then the second one. Is a dirty 20. So
Did I hit your AC?
Yeah, I've got a 17.
yeah, so he hits both times. One's crit. And these are poison daggers. So it's 1d4 piercing plus 1 plus poison.
Well, doesn't he have to do a Constitution saving throw?
Hey, yeah, there's a Constitution saving throw. I'm just saying, I'm reading what dice I need to get ready for all this. Okay, so for the regular attack part, he's going to roll.
I've got a Dwarven resistance. Yeah, resistance.
So you already take half.
So
You do get it.
all right, so the regular damage, the first one is 10 plus 2 is 10 times 2. So 20 for the first attack of regular damage. And then the second one is 4. So
And then he's got to do his Constitution saving throw.
Do I have any saving throws? I've got
well,
For the
not
poison.
against the regular damage. He already hit your AC.
Okay.
So you take the regular damage and then the poison damage. You are going to throw. I'm trying to find it. It's a Constitution save of 15.
I've got a
You roll
plus
your
7. Do I roll a
20.
D?
You roll a d20 and you add your Constitution modifier, which is a plus 4.
So I've got an 11. So plus 4. So I've got a 15. So he hits.
No, the 15 it was what you needed to make.
Oh, okay. So
So
I've got
so if you
15 then.
when you do a save, if you meet the number or exceed the number, that means you do not take full poison damage. You take half poison
Okay.
damage.
And he already has a
Yay.
resistance to poison
Um,
because of his dwarven abilities.
but
So then it would be half of half.
yeah,
At a quarter then.
actually no, it's
Of the
not.
poison.
It's not resistance to poison. You have advantage on saves against poison. So
Oh.
you'd actually roll
Okay.
roll that d20
Well, you
again.
already saved.
Huh?
You saved.
Oh yeah, you already saved, so it doesn't matter. So
Oh,
you're
okay.
only but you're only taking 4 points of damage for the poison. So add 4 damage for the poison and then what the original damage was.
24 then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you take 24 off of your hit points.
All right. And I had 78, right?
Yep, 78.
Okay, cool.
All right. And
Okay.
then
Four.
let's see here. It is your turn, finally.
Finally?
Well, roll better than a 4.
Yeah.
Right.
Alright, so I'm going to cast Wind Wall.
Okay.
It can be in any shape I want it to be. It is 1 foot thick. And it's 15 feet high.
All right.
And it can go 50 feet. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. So it's going to get
Okay.
all of those. It lasts for 1 minute. When the wall appears, each creature within its area must have a strength saving throw. So that would beat my magic, right? My spell save DC.
And what level are you casting that at?
It is at a 3rd level.
3rd level.
So they have to do a strength saving throw.
All right. So what is the level? Doesn't say right. It should say right there.
Is it spell save DC?
No, that's for you to save. What's it called? Wind wall?
Yeah. It just casts.
When the wall appears, each creature within its area must make strength. Yeah, so it is against that save number. So what is it?
Oh, 14.
14. All right. So let's see here. So the cult leader, 21.
So he takes half.
Skeleton guy, he does not. The guy next to him, 22,
So he saves.
and 15 on the last guy.
Okay, so the ones that save
Okay.
will get half.
Okay.
3d8 bludgeoning. So 3 plus 4 is 7 plus 6 is 13.
13. All right. So 6 points of damage to him. Him. Did he save?
Yes.
So he's the only one who takes the full damage.
Yes.
And it actually kills him.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah.
Gets carried off in the gust.
Yeah. Does he girly scream?
no.
Was that a skeleton or was that the
That was
hooded
the
guy?
skeleton.
That was the end.
Okay.
All right. Well, that brings us back up to you, Ophelia.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
Oh.
Can I do a bonus?
Yeah, if you have a bonus action, you can do a bonus action.
Do you have a bonus action? Are you doing the bonus action?
So I'm gonna cast Healing Word over on Varric.
Okay.
So
Thank you, sir.
Nice.
and I will cast that at 2nd level.
All right.
So this is a 1st level, so it's an additional d4. So 2d4 plus my modifier. That'll be plus 3. So 7 plus 3 is 10. So you get 10 extra points, Eric.
Thank you
Alright.
very much.
And that is my.
Yay.
Okay.
That's it.
So now it's Ophelia's turn.
Woo! Okay. Well, yeah, so I'm going to try to attack again.
All right.
I
I kind of figured as you're rolling the dice, that's what you were doing.
Yeah.
but-
Yeah. Run away! No. I would like to.
Why?
Yes, I would. Sounds so much fun. Let's do a quarterstaff this time. Let's
Alrighty.
attack with my quarterstaff. The first roll was a 13. Does that hit?
13 hits.
Woo! Okay. Quarterstaff is a d6 plus 4. That is 4. So 8. I don't know what those notes are, but I will leave that alone.
Just making fun of your
Second.
notes, Ursula.
Well, well, because I see the notes. I like the notes, but I can't tell if that's where is it at. I read in the book that dagger is a D4, so I made a little addendum. Quarterstaff. Is this two-handed or one-handed?
Yeah, it's a versatile weapon, so you can do
Oh, okay.
one-handed or you can do two-handed for extra damage.
Yeah, if you do two-handed, it does more damage than it does. That's same with your Warhammer, Cody.
Okay, and it doesn't like cost anything extra to do the two-handed.
No. When you make your attack, you just have to say you're doing it as a two-handed or a one-handed attack, and that's why if you
Okay.
on your sheet you actually had 2 different numbers for your damage for your weapon.
Yeah, I saw that it's like a D10, I think. Instead.
Yeah, you'll use a D10 instead of a D8 if you're doing two-handed. Same with you, depending on what if you're using one-handed or two-handed, will change what dice you use for your damage.
Okay. Then I was ignorant to that, so I would actually like to. Well, the first one I'll just stick with the one-handed because that's what I rolled for already.
Okay.
I'm rolling again for my second attack. It's a 3.
That misses.
So that's a no-go. And then I still have my bonus actions. I would like to let's spend a key point and do flurry of blows.
All right.
That is 18.
That hits.
Cool. It should be 2 unarmed strikes with a d6 plus 4.
Yes.
So, okay. That is a 2 plus 4, so 6. And then do I roll it again then, or is that because it's 2 unarmed strikes, or is that it?
You're doing 2 unarmed strikes, so you'd have to roll
Well,
for
that's
both.
for both strikes. Okay. And that's a 4 plus 4.
Okay.
So 8.
So 8. All right. So yeah, between whacking him with your staff and just going in and just bludgeoning him with your fist, this half orc just finally he just kind of makes it up and dies.
Woo!
All right. Let's see here. Eric, it is your turn.
Okay. I will use frenzy attack, so I believe that means I get my bonus action is also you get a second weapon strike essentially.
I think it says I'll need to look here.
Okay. Maybe it's only in frenzy, so maybe the next.
If you do so for the duration of your rage, you make a single melee weapon attack as a bonus action for
Yeah.
each of your turns after this one. Oh dang! And if you're level 5, you'll technically have
Yeah, this
2
is
attacks plus your bonus. That's
2
crazy.
attacks plus his bonus for the relentless attack, but he also gets frenzy from the berserker path. So when he can go into a frenzy when he rage. If he does, the duration of his rage can make a single melee attack as a bonus action on each of your turns after this one. So it would be if you're raging now, the next turn you could do frenzy. You can't do it on the first turn. But
That makes sense. Okay.
But on this turn, you can rage as your bonus action, do your attack, extra attack. So you could do 3 attacks.
Okay, I'll go ahead and do that. I'll activate rage then.
All
Or,
right.
all right. Varric will get
Electric
very pissed off and
Yeah.
attack this strange cloaked figure. So I'm gonna go with a two-handed attack with the warhammer. So
All right.
Woohoo.
D10.
Get him.
Which one?
Well, you
Found it. Okay.
first got to roll to hit.
Oh yeah, you're right. 11.
I forget to do that all the time.
11 does not hit.
Okay.
So that was 11 with all your bonuses and stuff.
So it's 11, and then bonuses.
It'd be your strength and proficiency.
Yeah.
Then it'd be 15 with the strength.
Yeah,
Or,
when
I'm
when
sorry,
you
I
attack,
think-
when you roll for your attack, you take the dice roll, you take your strength modifier, and the proficiency bonus that's right next to the word strength there. So in your case, you're adding
Oh.
+7 to every dice roll.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Okay, then it'd be 18.
18 hits.
Okay, cool. No. And I get a 2.
And then you
Plus-
add your strength.
Yep. So roll your d10 and add your strength to it. So it'll be a 4 to whatever you roll.
So I've got a 2 plus 4. So 6 damage on the first one.
All right. Okay. Go with your next one. You got to roll again for the attack.
17 plus 7. I assume that hits.
That hits.
If he's
And
not
again with
hitting
the
on a 24, we're in a lot of trouble.
Say, oh
Just a
shit.
lot of trouble.
I got a 0. So plus 4 damage.
But you got a 10.
That's a 10. The 0 is a 10.
Oh, 0 is a 10?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, then 14 damage. That makes sense.
Yeah,
Actually.
that's
Woohoo.
way better.
I was like, a 0? I guess I'll take it.
And,
All right. And then roll your d20 for your third attack.
And then another 11. So plus 7, 18.
That hits.
Okay. And then a 1 plus 4. So 5 damage.
All right. So that's all together. Let's see, 11 and 25. All right. So yeah, you rage. Everyone, you kind of hear like let out this guttural roar comes out of this big belly dwarf, and he like seems to get even kind of like bigger looking, not taller, but just bigger. And he just swings this big hammer with both hands, smashing into the side. You see the shoulder just snap and break. He brings it around the other way. You watch the other shoulder snap and break. The arms are now laying limp like this. With the last one, he
Goddamn.
brings it across, and you just see this guy's jaw snap and go off flying this way. Blood just pouring out of the wound where his mouth used to be, and his body just crumbles to the ground.
Yay.
All right. At this point,
Good job.
let's see here. The cult fanatic is going to. This one steps forward and he goes to hit you with a dagger. 15.
Wind wall was up for a minute.
Yeah, but that wind wall's over here,
Yeah,
not
I'm just
there.
letting everybody know that's not
Now, does that take any effect if they go into it?
if they were to walk into it, let's see.
Because, like, if you walk into the moonbeam, you will actually get burned off of it.
Oh,
So,
yeah. I've walked into it several times during Baldur's Gate.
I watched one of your sons walk into one I cast. So,
I actually had to replay a save in Baldur's Gate because an NPC walked into it and thought I was attacking him.
those NPCs, I tell you.
Small or smaller
Accidentally
flying
steal one.
creatures or objects can't pass through the wall.
No, I'm talking though if one of your people accidentally, like, because he technically, his axe or his hammer would have been fighting into the wind wall then.
Uh,
So it could have actually affected it. I'm not going to make it affect it, but I'm just saying for future
it says
reference.
they can't watch things through it. It doesn't say about like
Well, if you can't launch things, you wouldn't be able to swing
Like
into it.
arrows and projectiles.
I'll have to look at that for future reference. But at the moment, we're going to say it's cool. So,
And it's only a foot wide.
yeah, but if it was still on that guy when he swung his hammer, it would have not done anything. That's my point. But we'll look into that and find out for sure on that one.
It just says projectiles.
It's weird. It didn't really say anything.
Yeah.
Just talks about stuff trying to go through it that's small. Weird.
Yeah. So yeah, that makes me believe something big would go through it with no problem.
Yeah.
But what I'm also though, like if one of your teammates goes into it and they get damage, would they have to make that strength save?
Yes.
Okay. See. Because technically swinging a weapon into it would be entering it, which means that they could take damage. That's how I could play it. We're not going to right now, but just for future reference, be careful with wind walls and moonbeams. So,
Don't walk into big things.
all right. So, then, anyways, this cult fanatic here next to you is going to stab you multiple times with his dagger. You.
Ow!
So he's walking forward.
He's already no. The other one that's next to you.
This one.
Yeah, the one who's right next to you. You already.
said the cult leader.
I might have, but no, the one who stepped forward already. He's stabbing. So let's see, 19 plus.
He hits.
Well, it's 20, 23 for the first one, and 19 for the second one.
Both hit.
Okay. So. So 10 damage, and then you have to make a Constitution saving throw of 15.
That's one.
All right. Well, you got to do it twice because he's doing it with 2 different attacks.
The second one I get it. It would be 6.
So 6. All right. So you're going to take half of that. Take 5 poison damage. All right. And the other one over there, he is going to cast. I need that book real quick.
Don't lose my spot. I guess it took.
Dex saving throw. Okay. He's going to cast Sacred Flame on you, Sarah.
Who's you?
Sarah, I was pointing at you and said your name.
No.
Let's see here. 17.
Hits.
What?
That hits.
That hits. All right, so 1d8. You have to make a Constitution save of 15.
12.
All right, you don't take it. So all of a sudden, you feel this heat rise up around you as fire envelops your body. You take 8 points of fire damage.
Owie.
And now the cult leader, he is actually. Let's see how he does this. Yeah, okay. So he looks around, he kind of sees his forces are getting weakened. He puts out a hand, and you guys see this green energy fly out.
No.
There's the wind wall.
No, this is where these people were. So where these dead bodies were, they all stand up. And then he dimension doors out.
That pussy.
Damn it! Well, so the wall is in front of them?
Yes.
I can't get through.
All right. Let's see here. It is then Tersel's turn.
Man, I was really looking forward to beating up that co-leader too.
Oh,
So I get a wind wall between us and the 3 new
Yeah.
spawns. Varric is engaged with a robed guy in front of me, and
I'll be
there's a
right
guy
back.
behind me.
No, this is Sarah. There's a
Oh,
rogue
sorry.
guy there, and then these three, but
Oh
there's
yeah,
a wind
Varric killed
wall.
his guy.
Well, he thought he did.
Well then, right. Um. Well, hell.
Watch out for them cultists and their undead necromancy spells.
Right. What was my movement on that spiritual weapon? 30?
Yeah, the
Let's
spiritual
find
weapon's on
out.
the outside of the wind wall.
On the outside of the wind?
Yeah.
So it's on the
Oh,
same
nice.
side as these guys.
Okay. Well, all right. Well, I'm going to use my bonus action, move that spiritual weapon in to whomever's closest to make a attack.
Right there.
That is no way that's going to probably a 9.
Actually, let me see here. Let's see. They are now different. No, that doesn't hit.
Okay. And then for my action, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
All right.
The D8 plus 6. That is a fucking 1. So I had 7 hit points back. Which isn't bad, I guess.
Could have been worse.
And then, yeah, Tersel's going to yell at me like, I think we've got some friends on the other side of that wall. Everybody get ready for round 2. And that'll be
Got
my
some
turn.
time.
All right. Let's see here. Those three are all going to come together, and they're going to put their hands together. What is your spell save DC?
14.
Huh?
14.
14? All right. Yeah. All of a sudden, you see the wind wall just die.
They dispelled it.
Yep. They group dispelled it.
Those douchebags.
Right?
That was their turn.
I use
So-
restroom and be right back.
It is your turn, Sarah.
So I am going to use my bonus action
Okay.
to turn into a dire wolf.
Okay. I thought I brought another one in, didn't I?
I don't know.
I don't think I did. Bloop, direwolf.
All right, and so I'm going to attack
All right.
the one behind me. 15.
The hits.
It hits.
Yep.
Okay. So he takes 2d6. Turn my box. So 6 piercing damage.
Okay.
And then he has to make a DC 13 saving throw or be knocked prone.
He makes that. You need to make a Constitution of 12.
I do.
Yep.
13.
Okay. As you bite into him and rip it into his skin, you taste this weird taste run through your body, but it kind of burns away really quick. As you notice, then he falls to the ground and dies.
You.
Sweet.
I missed it. What'd she wild shape into?
A dire wolf.
Nice.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Is that the end of your turn?
I can move. So 50 feet.
20, 25.
I don't get a second move, so
Okay.
that is it.
All right, Ophelia, your turn.
I run up there and I go. "Arr."
All right, so we've got 3 guys And then the 1 or
Yes.
left. Okay.
One kind of behind you,
Um,
and then one, and then 3.
Decisions. I'm gonna go towards the one that Sarah's after. And I'm going to try to hit him with my quarterstaff, two-handed.
You're at advantage. Oh, it's
Yeah, she's
am.
flanking, so you're at
Yes.
advantage. So roll twice and take the highest one.
Ooh. Mm. That was a 13. That was a 9. It should be. So wait, advantage.
You take the highest one. So
Okay.
so 13.
13.
So then add
13.
all your stuff to it. Strength and proficiency.
Strength and proficiency. Okay, so strength would be 3, and then proficiency is 3, so 19.
Well, you can use Dex if you want to. So
yeah, I think you can.
technically
I
good.
think monks can use Dex for melee
So
hits.
Okay,
you'd have-
well then that
you'd
would.
use
I mean,
that
it would be
for-
20, so
Yeah.
it'd be a dirty 20.
You hit no matter what. So
Okay, cool. So all right, so and then my two-handed is a D8 plus 4, so 8 plus 4.
12.
Yeah. Okay. Math
so
is not
you-
my strong suit.
You take and you just jam the staff right up into its skull, and you just hear the sickening crack sound as it falls.
Yay!
Blood comes squirting out of his skull, hitting you in the face. Roll a Constitution
Ew.
save of 14.
Gross. 14.
All right, you're safe. So you feel this like sickening
throw up.
feeling, but it just kind of goes away. All right. Let's see here. They are going to.
Is it Eric's turn?
Yeah, well, I'm just having them do legendary action. They are going to turn in on each other, and each one of them pulls out their dagger and stabs the other one in the heart. All 3 of them fall and burst into flame. And out of the
What?
ashes, that guy comes out.
God damn it.
Really?
Oh, hell no.
That's why we can't have nice things.
What is that?
And now it's your turn. It's one of the big guys. I painted him.
Oh,
nice.
all right. First of all, that looks really good. I'm thrilled. Second of all,
Here's-
no.
There's my other one that I painted.
Oh, I
Oh, I like the
like
second
him.
one.
Oh, I like the. Oh, he's got the bloody shirt. That's so cute.
Yeah, those are the ones you guys faced. One of those down in the basement a long, long time ago. It's just basically a big, bloated, rotting mess of death.
That's disgusting.
Now it's your turn, Bear.
Sounds like a zombie
Okay.
enemy. That's pretty accurate.
Have fun with that one. Bear.
I always think of the well zombie from Walking Dead. When
It's
I
kind of a
see that dude.
combination of that, the big boys from Zombieland,
Blech. Oh
and-
God, no.
and then
Boomers from Dead.
yeah, Boomers from Left 4 Dead, but then also the remake of Dawn of the Dead, the woman
Mhm.
who's on the bed who
Oh,
dies
yeah.
with no name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Kind of a
From-
combination
yeah, I
of
remember.
all those big
Disgusting.
blubby zombies. So,
What?
but yes, it's your turn, Derek.
All right, Varric says, "What the fuck?" And I guess rolls to hit this giant bloated creature, that appeared out of nowhere. Well, out of 3 dudes. And first hit is I rolled a 4 for the see if it hits it.
So 4 plus your strength plus your proficiency,
Plus-
so it's 7, so 11. It does not hit.
Shit. Okay. I missed the big guy. Okay. Roll another one. I roll an 18.
That one hits.
All right. And then I'm going to do it two-handed because this is a big boy. So a 4 plus another 4. So 8 damage for that hit.
All right. So you swing the first time with your hammer, you just kind of miss it. The second one, you just hit it right in its gut, and it's got a large, kind of like yours. For this one's very jiggly, and as you smack it, it just ruptures open. Maggots come flying out everywhere off the ground, and you just see like these intestines kind of slurp out the side of it, and it just falls over.
Yes.
And as it hits the ground shakes. And you see some of the maggots get squished. And then out of its chest, you see this green tendril of smoke that just disappears.
That was disgusting.
As a dire wolf, I'm over there.
Yeah, every one of you
God.
every one of you roll a Constitution check. You have to beat a 17.
Fuck that.
Nope.
17.
Nope.
No.
All right, those who did not make it, you are currently vomiting.
I am vomiting everything everywhere. I hate it. I'm not having a good time.
Ew. Well, you
Waste
probably
of
got
good
like some of
ale.
the backsplash even, so you know.
I'm just putting it right back.
I'm gonna be
into
nice
the-
and not make him be covered up. Unlike no one who got a whole
Appreciate
face full of them.
Bleh.
All right.
Dwarf, he would be right there at the
Hmm.
I might have swallowed some of it.
Yeah, see, I'm gonna be nice. Since it's your first time playing, I'm gonna be nice. But for future reference, yeah, you probably would have.
Yeah.
All
Not the
right.
first time. Won't be the last time.
So there are only 2 cultist bodies on the ground, and then this fat, just putrid smelling corpse with maggots crawling out of it. What would you guys like to do?
I'm gonna go
Like
find
to
Negan
start
and the
looting that
girls.
cultist
Okay.
I'm
corpse.
still in my
So what?
dire wolf form.
You're still in your dire war form?
Yeah, I'm going to go find Negan.
Okay, he's just right over there
And
hiding,
girls.
so he's pretty easy to find. All right, go ahead and roll a investigation search, D.
I'd like to investigate
12.
like a. Oh, sorry.
12. All right, so you
Yes.
pull out of this robe another parchment of this paper, this strange paper with the strange text, and on it says, "Convert as many as you can, kill those who refuse."
Well, that's delightful.
Can
I'll
I
show
go
it
over
to
to one and kind
everybody
of
around.
check him over for religious whatever? Try to figure. I as a cleric, I know cleric spells, and I'm seeing a lot of cleric stuff happening, and they're talking about heretics, and I'd kind
All
of
right,
like to
so
know.
you wander up to this one here. Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Okay. What is an 8? A magic number today.
So you pull his rose back, kind of check him over for tattoos, markings. You don't see any, but you do see like growing off of its skin, like interwoven between the flesh, is a combination of ivy and clovers.
Hmm.
Yeah, in terms of, I don't know. Would he say a prayer? I don't know. Ask for guidance from his God Pelor and be like, do what you will with these, and kind of
You say that,
say
and
some kind of
you
rite
say
or
that, and the
something.
body just bursts into flame instantly.
Oh, nice.
That's cleaning up.
So does that one. All right, everyone, roll a perception check.
Yeah.
I got a nat 20.
Oh, sure.
Nice.
I got a 22.
15.
All right, so as you're all looking around the clearing, checking it out, avoiding the maggots, you guys suddenly notice that the path you came from, there's an inn.
Our inn or just
Our
an inn?
then.
The inn?
It looks like it may be the same inn. The signs flapping slowly in the breeze. It's daylight, so it's a little different than what you last remember really looking at it.
Alright, so
I-
I'll take the girls there. Because we're at the camp, right?
You're in a clearing. You're not at the
Mm.
camp. You're in a clearing.
Well, I wanna
Oh,
get
so we
these
didn't make it
girls
back to the
camp
town, did
to
we?
see if any of her folk are around.
What?
I want to take the girls to the camp to see if there's any of her folks around.
All right. You guys following her?
I do, yes.
Yeah, I'll
I've
stick
got
with
nowhere
everybody.
else to be, and I'm covered in viscera. Absolutely.
So you guys walk and you walk and you walk. You cannot find these girls' this village. Like where they traveled. You don't see any sign that one ever existed.
What the hell?
Starting to get weird vibes from these kids then, maybe.
Well, I mean,
I'm asking the
we're
girls,
pretty protected in the inn. We could at least get the kids in there.
Hmm.
I don't think creepy old wizard men will do anything
I
weird
would
to
have
them.
They're
rather.
not Catholic priests, so no.
No,
I'd
thank
rather
God.
have them
On St. Patty's
dropped
Day,
off
even.
with their kin, and I no longer be
Sorry,
Right,
children.
responsible.
yeah.
Sorry, children.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Yeah, look,
I said I'd rather drop them off with their kin and no longer be responsible for them.
Yeah, but they might not have any kin left. So,
Maybe at least the barkeep can keep an eye on them. The old
yeah.
goblin.
The goblin? I don't trust goblins.
Wow. Okay.
Aw.
It's a little
They're nice
racist.
people. Yeah, it's
Wow.
2024.
Especially
Turtle
after
nods his head like, yeah, I don't trust goblins.
especially
either."
after what you guys
We're gonna be
experienced
honest
at
about it.
Christmas. You don't trust the goblins? I see how
I
you
like
are.
the
I still don't
I
trust
like the
goblins.
goblins. I mean, I speak
Once a goblin,
goblin, so
always a
I got a
goblin.
little.
There's many
There's a
web
good apple on
pages.
every tree.
There's many web pages about liking the goblins.
Just because I don't trust them doesn't mean I like or dislike them. I just don't trust them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me know
Mm-hmm.
what you're planning on doing.
Well, we
I think
can't
we
find
should at
the
least
camp,
go
so I
in.
guess we go
Yeah.
back to the inn.
All right. So you all open the door and walk into the inn. And sitting at the bar is the old man.
Well, hello, old man.
As you enter, the kids look over to the left, and sitting at the big table where you all had your feast is about 10 druids.
Yay!
The kids run over to them.
I have dispelled, and I am back to my.
Kids know these people? Stranger danger?
You can tell that they're part of the same druid clan. Whether they're parents or not, you don't know at the
Okay.
moment.
Okay.
Great.
But there's familiarity.
Awesome.
So
Yes.
cool. Woof.
And
Woof.
I asked Elgorn, do you know where he is camped at? Because he disapparated. Because he's a bitch.
He looks at you and goes, "No. Unfortunately, it seems that he is shielded from scrying.
Hmm.
But don't worry. I find that lesser men like him continue to try. He will come back soon. But," and he pulls out the scroll, hands it to Tercel. "You guys have realigned balance. So your meal, your room and board, and drink are settled."
Yay.
And then he looks at you all and he holds out a strange looking silver coin. Gives one to each of you.
Mhm.
He says, "You are all now marked by the ends of the crossroads.
Woohoo.
You will always be welcome here." And with that, he gets up and he walks out the door. And that, my friends, is the end of the intro to the Crossroad Inns.
Yay.
Oh, sure.
So,
That was
there you go.
fun.
I'm gonna.
Like I said, this is
So
what I'm
have
working on trying to get published. So this is a very rough draft first playthrough of it. Who knows how it will be in the final product, but this is kind of what
I
it
dig
is.
it.
It is a inn that appears for travelers and offers quests, various realms, various things. So, and there are
I like that.
reoccurring bad guys and everything. So it is going to be an interesting thing. And once I get it finished,
Will I always be staying in room 103 now?
no, that's the thing about the inn. It's the same but different every time you go. It is its own
I like
entity.
it.
It is its own living thing.
I didn't know if like now that was my room
Nope.
at the inn.
Nope.
Mm.
I mean, maybe I may end up writing it that way, but we'll see. At the moment, we don't know.
There was like
That's
99
Check out
fun.
anytime we
people
like. We can never leave.
I was gonna say, can we
That's
make a request the next time we go in? Can we play some Eagles? Because I feel
No,
like
okay. If you guys want to hear the song that kind of very loosely is this concept came from, listen to Blue Oyster Cult's "Astronomy." And
Yeah.
then
Okay.
and
I
then
love
listen to
Blue
the
Oyster Cult.
Metallica version because it's actually pretty decent too. But both of them will capture kind of the where this concept first was seated in my brain.
Well, that's wicked.
So, well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the
Yay.
one shot for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope all of you
Yes, very
viewers
much
enjoyed
so.
it. And like I said, this is a work in progress. I hope to have it all the way written before tabletop day so that
Hmm.
I'm planning on each one of like the missions are actually going to be more of a kind of like our regular campaign is where it could be several session long. So, but this intro is just to kind of introduce you to some key characters and some key ideas.
Sweet.
I enjoyed it. That was a lot of fun.
Well, glad you guys liked it. Now, go out and enjoy your St. Patrick's Day, everybody.
Yeah.
So,
And
Yeah.
happy
it's
birthday.
good to hang
Thank
out.
you
Yeah,
very
happy
Yeah.
birthday, dude.
yes,
Yeah.
thank you,
Fuck
everybody.
yeah.
And thank
You're
you to all who
welcome.
joined us on the stream. We love you. Take care. I can't raid from this setup, unfortunately, so I'm not going to raid out to anyone. So, but everyone out there, have a great St. Patrick's Day. And as always, remember, wash your hands, wash your face, wash your butts. Much love from all of us. Have a good day, guys.